Hello and welcome everyone to our next video today. What is planned? We are doing a very special art challenge that I haven't seen in quite a while. I'll be honest, every art YouTuber I used to watch back in the day did this challenge, and I might be very late to this trend, but it's the so-called free color challenge. That means that we're going to choose 3 random colors, so I'm not actively choosing them, but they're gonna be randomized to make it even more of a challenge. And I can use only these 3 colors to create a piece. The rules are very simple. 3 randomized colors, don't use anything else. However, I will be doing this digitally because I usually do my digital art content here on YouTube, and I will only be using this graphic tablet of mine. I will be using my graphic tablet pen, Photoshop as the program, and my glove. I'm very excited to see how different this challenge might be digitally. I usually watch people do it with Copics, so like alcohol markers and stuff like that, so let's see how this goes digitally. The rules are 3 colors, only these 3 colors, and I cannot play around in the color wheel itself with the color. So I cannot make it more saturated, not make it darker or lighter that way, and of course not change the hue. The color wheel is the no touchy zone in this case. What I can do though is use opacity erasing or like opacity brushes, or play with layer opacity settings to play around with different opacities of the colors. And I think I will also allow layer modes as long as these don't completely alter the color. I can also not use filters or color correction modes to change the colors, or especially not only certain colors, so those are off limits too. And I think with that we already have the rules clear and are ready to go. If you don't know me yet, I'm Laura, a digital artist from Germany. I do a lot of tutorials, art tips, speed paints, art challenges, unboxing videos, and more. If you like that kind of stuff, consider liking, subscribing, and commenting. A lot of you guys that watch my videos haven't subscribed yet, so it would do me a great favor if you could click that little button. I know it's the thing that everyone says, but it's true. Also, if you want to meet more artsy people, if you want to find the people to do art collabs with, if you want to get some daily drawing inspiration or connect directly with me, make sure to check out the art Discord server. The link is in the description. I'm looking forward to seeing you there, and also maybe in some of my live streams. And without further ado, I'd say let's get started. So here we are, guys. I'm gonna keep this very simple and short. I just found this very random color generator. I don't know the page. I haven't manipulated this page in any way. And apparently if I just hit this generate button, I will get 3 random colors. Well, let's see what we get. Ooh, we even have purple. Oh my god. And then we have these 2. I actually think this is a very nice color combination. It could have gotten harder. Could have been harder, yeah, but I'm thankful to have these colors, honestly. I think I can do something good with this. We have one very bright color that we can use for like to accentuate stuff. Then we have a mid-tone color and we have a dark color. I mean, what might get hard here is we don't really have a light color. So that might be a bit difficult here, but I still think we can definitely do something interesting with these 3 colors. That's gonna be super fun. Let's go. Ta-da! Here we are. I have already added the colors here so that we can have them directly at the piece. I can color pick them and then we can see them here again. And I really have no idea yet what exactly I want to draw, to be honest. So yeah, I did choose my pencil that I like to use. And I mean, even for the sketch, I am not allowed to choose a different color. So I think I'm just gonna take the color picker and I'm gonna choose this one. And as I mentioned, this area here is off limits for me. I cannot go more to the right to make it more saturated. I cannot go up or down to change how light or dark they are. And of course, I cannot change the hue. So that is something off limits for me. Those are the rules. And yeah, I'll just start sketching something and let's see where creativity takes me. Okay, so my idea with the sketch is to go for a sort of galaxy vibe. So that was the idea when I was starting. And so in the end, when I was thinking about planets, I was thinking about all these rings. So I did kind of want to keep that planet ring motif throughout the piece. I do want to see if I can maybe add some glow effects, but it's gonna be hard because we don't have white. And the question is whether we can use white. Well, one more color that I maybe forgot to add is that I can leave the background white, theoretically speaking. I don't know if I will. Let's see about that. But yeah, I don't know if we can somehow create glow effects. That's gonna be really hard without a white color. I really don't know. I mean, maybe I can if I do leave certain parts of the background white. And then basically I can incorporate that. That's as if I had a white piece of paper, right? I'm gonna bring down the opacity and start with the line art. I was just about to touch the color wheel, but no, this is the no-no zone. Let me blend in the colors again. I'm actually gonna pick this one again, probably for now. I decided to give her a septum because that fit the whole circle motif. Okay guys, this is the line art and next is the colors. So I'm really excited how we're going to do this. Let me hop to another layer. For the skin color, I think I'm taking this one. I'm going to turn down the opacity so that it's basically a bit of a lighter color. I think this one is good. But now I really have to watch out to not take off the pen, I think. Because else we get that double opacity. No, I didn't. Let's do it again. Okay, now let's erase the stuff we don't need. I'm gonna take the smudge tool. When I use the smudge tool, my Photoshop crashes basically. Yeah. Okay, we have the skin color. What if I'm gonna create a clipping mask? Maybe I can take this one, but I'm gonna make it really light. So I'm choosing an airbrush. And it's very subtle. It's an airbrush that has a very low opacity. I'm gonna go a bit over the shoulders to imitate some blush. Also here actually. A bit more strength here. Of course, we can't forget the cheeks. And I would actually take the color directly for the lips, I think. I would want it darker, actually. Why is it this light? Ah, it's because I have a clipping mask. Yeah, that's why. Ah, that's why. Let's erase that one. Okay, like this. I will fully take this color in its full opacity for the top she's wearing. Honestly, I could have done a zombie with those colors. Maybe she's gonna be a zombie galaxy girl. And I do want to take the purple color for her hair, I think. I wish I had some yellow or orange color right now. I think that would suit so well, but I can't. It would be cheating. Okay, I will go back into the skin layer and take an eraser, but with low opacity, and just erase a little bit of those eyes so that it seems white. I also do want to make the eyes purple. Okay, let's play around with layer modes. I'm gonna create a new layer and I'll make one this color and the other one this color just to play around a bit what might look better. And I do have some layers in mind. Okay, overlay doesn't do anything, of course. Oh, this is linear light. Doesn't look too bad. Yeah, I think the best option is linear light, to be honest. Now, I'm curious how maybe we can even change up the colors by having something underneath. Okay, so I just put the purple under the green. And then it looks like this. Interesting. So what if we make this one add? Oh, then it looks like this. And if I erase the outer part. Okay, so if I say I take the eraser and I erase the parts outside. Maybe we can make it look like it's glowing. Like this, basically. Okay, so let me add more of the purple all around. And color on top was this one. Now I'm erasing the layer on top again. And maybe I can also add more of that color outside. Oh, wrong one. So like this, basically. I think then it looks even more like it's glowing. Yeah, I think this looks good. Essentially, even if I can't mix colors because I'm not drawing traditionally with actual paint, I try to replicate that with layer modes. I also want to make the eyes look like super glowing, to be honest. So if I take this color and I go here. So I'm currently working on an add layer, basically. What if I erase here? Like this? I think it looks good. It looks like it's glowing. Alright, I think we have some glowing elements now. And now I would say we get to the lighting. For that we're gonna use the color we haven't used the whole time, which is this one. And I'd say the light source is these bubbles, the earring, the eyes. Let's work with that. So all around here. I don't know how, but apparently I turned off the function by mistake to see me changing the brush size. So I can't really see it now. I think my PC is gonna crash. Every time I try the smudge tool. Every damn time I try the smudge tool. I just want to use Procreate. I hate Photoshop. You know what? Let me save before I lose everything. Oh, turns out I can't save. I can't do anything. I can't do anything.
2,000 years later.
Okay, I can save now. Wonderful. I can finally see my brush size again. I don't know how I did that. I can see it again. I guess I just can't use the smudge tool. It's impossible. If I try the program, just... I hate it. Okay guys, since I'm so sick of Photoshop, obviously, as you can see, maybe you can recommend other art programs. I usually use Procreate, but I have storage issues there. I think the shadows here are just a bit too strong, so I'm gonna erase them all a little bit. Now let's get to the face. This is what it looks like so far. I just duplicated the skin layer because I'm gonna be erasing on the skin layer to indicate highlights. I think the shadows are very desaturated. They look very extreme and she looks a bit lifeless, like a robot almost. So I would like to add more warmth to the shadows, and I'm gonna do that with an overlay layer. I took the purple color again, and in some of the shadows I'm adding the purple now with an overlay layer. I think this looks much better already. Like she has a bit more life. I feel like the shadows are a bit too extreme. I'm gonna lower the opacity a bit. That's better. I do think I want to take that color again and add the shadow to the collarbone. Let's look at the difference with and without the purple overlay. This was without the purple overlay. This is with the purple overlay. I definitely like the version with the purple overlay better. Then we also need to add some shadows to the hair. I'm gonna take the same color again. I actually didn't do shadows with the multiply layer because I kind of thought that would be too easy, so I actually didn't use that to make it more challenging, but I still think it looks good. I'm using an eraser right now to add more highlights to the hair. Again, I'm using an eraser. Alright, I still think the skin is a bit lifeless in some areas, but I don't think I can make it much warmer. Now I want to add some dark background and I would be using this color. I'm not sure yet though whether I wanted to actually touch her until the skin or whether maybe I should leave a white border. And I think I'm gonna do it all the way to her skin basically. And I'm gonna really pay attention to not get over the lines because I do have some low opacity stuff, so the stuff behind that needs to stay white. It already looks so much better with the darker background in my opinion, also since you can see the glow effects better, but I'm also gonna do a sort of gradient. For that, I'm gonna color pick this one again. I hope that it also gives the piece more life, because I don't know, it feels very desaturated, so I hope by adding that it's hopefully gonna get a bit better. What is happening? Hello? I can't do shit. Turns out my cat was lying on the keyboard on the side and caused my whole program to almost crash again. If I had lost my progress now because of my cat, I probably... I don't know what I would have done. Pet her.
Calm down, Jamal.
What else do you want to do? Alright. Looks good. And it also gives the piece much more color in my opinion. I just needed to somehow integrate more color because it was too desaturated. That's a bit better. Now I'm actually gonna take some of this turquoise color and I'm gonna try adding a layer on soft light. By the way, I've completely lost track of which layer is which by now, so... Okay, let me do soft light. Oh, it's just not the right opacity. Okay, no, it makes it darker. If I do hard light... No, maybe screen? My idea was to add some indirect light to add to the three-dimensional shape here. I think color dodge looks good. I'm also adding the light source. I don't know where the layer is. I found it. The layer 16. Let's remember. I'm trying to think about some finishing touches. I'm playing around with layers. I'm super curious to see what you would create with these free colors. If you want to share your results, make sure to join my Discord server. There we have a separate channel where I share the exact free colors I use, the hex codes, etc. You can color pick them, take the picture, and there you can share your results with the community. My cat is sneezing. Pippi, my cat is sneezing. She's like... But it's not coming out. I've never seen that with a cat before. Pippi. Let me sign my piece. Okay, I want to give her the finishing touch now by adding some stars to the background. And I want to take a Gaussian blur filter. I think I also had one of those brushes that does a lot of sprinkles. So this is it, guys. This is the final result. We have only used these three colors. We did play around a bit with some layer modes, but I didn't, for example, just take the color and use multiply layer to do the shading because I thought that would be a bit too easy, but I did try a bit with the glow effects mainly and also to keep more saturation in some places, so that's where I did play with layer modes. I did manage to integrate every color, and I'm gonna be honest, I feel like I was lucky with the three colors I got because they are pretty close to each other on a spectrum, and I feel they just look good next to each other because they're basically analogous colors. And I was lucky enough to get one dark color already, but the two other ones were midtones, so I was struggling a bit more with how to get lighter colors and how to do the highlights. So again, this is where I was experimenting with the layer modes, but I also did keep the white background and then erase some parts on the colors to make some lighter areas basically. Oh, I think you can finally see my second cat. She's over here. She usually never shows up in the videos because she's shy. Cleo! Hello! Personally, I'm happy with the result. I did struggle a bit with giving more life to the piece because most of the time it did look very desaturated, especially because I made the skin very pale, I think. She did look a bit like a robot in the beginning, not gonna lie. But I think in the end, it does look pretty good and I'm pretty happy with the result. I also like the galaxy theme that I went with because I feel like the colors are very fitting for that. I do like the starry background, the little planets, all the circle motifs that I kept. I included them as circle armbands on her arm, as circle necklaces around her neck, the circle over her head, and also the little circle piercings. So with all of that, I think we do have a cohesive piece. Let me know in the comments how you liked it, if I fulfilled the challenge. I tried to be a bit creative here and there, but I gotta say, Photoshop really got on my nerves this time. I even got an error message in the end saying that my whole Adobe Creative Cloud needs to be repaired or something. I don't know. Photoshop is so annoying. But anyways, this is the end result. This is where I say cut. Just for the completeness of the video, I do want to play around with the color adjustment a little bit. This is not gonna count for the challenge. This is the final result of the challenge. But I do want to show you what I would change if I would do some color correction. Let's try maybe hue and saturation. I especially like playing with color balance at the end of my pieces. As I said, this does not count into the challenge, I just want to do it because I want to do it. Before, after, before, after. I know it's only a slight difference, but I like to do it in the end. Maybe the best part to play around with would be the levels and the curves. I think this looks better. It has more depth, so I like that. I basically increased the contrast here. Before, after, before, after. I feel like it's maybe even too much contrast. Alright guys, that's it for the challenge. I did do a few adjustments in the end there. I don't know if we should let that count, so as I said, maybe see the version from before as the final version, but I still wanted to show you this one, like the little adjustments I would do. Let me know how you liked the piece and if you had fun watching this challenge. What would you have made with these 3 colors? I think I like the idea I had with the galaxy theme because the colors seem fitting, but as I said, I feel really lucky I got exactly these 3 colors. It's basically the galaxy color scheme. I did have 2 midtones, 1 darker tone, and analogous colors, so they fit well together. I played around with some blurs, I played around with different layer modes, but in the end, I only used the 3 colors, so you can check at any point in the video in the color wheel. I never changed anything there. Sometimes I even mix the colors above each other. What would you have drawn with these 3 colors? Let me know in the comments, and whether you had a favorite part of my process, if anything surprised you, how you like my idea for the concept. If you're surprised, I did a 3 colors challenge because I feel like that's something people did a long time ago and I'm a bit late to this, but I still hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, leave a follow to see more of that stuff in the future, and let me know if you have any more art challenge ideas or anything specific you want to see from me. Check out the Discord server if you haven't already. As I announced recently, I'm trying to be live once a week now. Every Friday is currently the plan with like 5 p.m. Central European time. It might change in the future, but that's the current plan. Maybe I'll see 1 or 2 of you in live stream. I'm looking forward to it, but that's it for the video. See you next time. Bye bye!